Greetings, travelers, and welcome back again to eHL Season number 1. That is the Road to Northrend Cycle number 2. We are here today for a whole bunch of Hearthstone action, and boy, have we been witnessing some pretty awesome matches. We did witness before the Best Out of 3 series just prior to this, which was Adyb versus Unistar, and Unistar, man, he got the upset of the century, winning 2-0 against Adyb in fashion as well, both death by fire. My name is Larc, and with me is none other than Katips.
What you said in the... So, hello everybody. My name is Katips. So, we are now going to our set of the series with Angeleyes versus Adyb. Larc, why don't you take it away and introduce the next match?
Yeah, sure. So we've got Angeleyes versus Adyb here. It's a pretty interesting one, and in my opinion, I think Adyb is hoping that he's going to be able to get a pretty decent game here. What do you think? What do you think, Katips? What do you think?
I think he needs a win just to get his mental, recover from that. Orange. My gosh. Getting a top deck of 2 soul fires is not healthy for anybody's mental health, especially last deck you lose against the top deck.
Yeah. All right. So, anyways, guys, I think a little bit of problem there on this end, but I'll just introduce the players again. We've got Angeleyes versus Adyb here, and it's a pretty interesting one. They're gonna be starting up with both the Warlock and the Druid here. So, Zoo versus what I believe Adyb is playing as a token druid. We do see scenarios there. We do see Ysera, and that's his first starting hand. Let me just take a quick look at Adyb's deck list, and I believe...
Do we have a token in our hands for the first time in this series?
I don't think it's a token. It's kind of interesting. I'm not too sure. It feels like a mix and match. I have no clue what to call it. There is no valid teacher here, so can't really call it a token. But it's pretty interesting so far. I mean, we did see Ysera, we did see scenarios as well. Let's see what else we've got. Yep. We're here in game number 1, guys. Again, for those of you joining, this is the Best Out of 3 series between Angeleyes versus Adyb.
Yeah, very, very coming off of that, basically a very crushing loss. We want to see Adyb. I mean, he would definitely want to see himself in a good position to get a win and get back some of his mental health after getting rattled by 2 soulfire.
Yeah, I mean, anyone that has had that happen to them has gotta be feeling pretty shitty. But in my opinion here, it seems like Angeleyes is gonna have a pretty good starting hand. Unfortunately, Adyb has the perfect answer. Wrath comes out, instantly deals with a Knife Juggler. So
Value Wrath
indeed. And now Angeleyes, though, probably gonna play the Flame Imp and the Shield Bearer here. Oh, he's actually gonna go with the Argent Square instead. Just get a little bit of pressure on the board, it seems. And
Angeleyes off to a very strong start. Nice strong value minions.
For sure. Now here's the funny thing though. He actually threw out a Harvest Golem, and that deals with both minions on the board, kind of. But unfortunately for him, Angeleyes, man, he actually tapped, so he didn't have enough mana to play the Young Priestess there. He's actually only going to be playing the Shield Bearer there, but out comes the Sen'jin Shield Master, and that's what we like to see. Now that is a huge problem in the side of Angeleyes here, but look at that top deck though. That's a pretty good card to have in hand right now for Angeleyes. He can always just use the Shattered Sun Cleric. Alternatively, he could use more of his mana, and he can play that Defender of Argus there to, make up some beefy 2/2 Argent Square there with a nice little shield and a 4/3, what do you call this? Flame Imp there. So that's actually pretty good on that side as well. So seems like Angeleyes is taking a little bit of time to decide what he wants to do. Alternatively, he could also just play the Shattered Sun plus the Young Priestess, but he's gonna go for the safer play here. Pop the shield, gets rid of the Sen'jin, and now Angeleyes again doesn't have really much of an option. But that top deck though, Druid of the Claw, man, Bear Farm, it's gotta be feeling pretty awesome right now.
And I'm back. I'm hoping that that's better. You can ask me for card tips, but not ISP tips, because obviously it's not doing very well for me.
Yep. It really isn't. Philippines net too strong.
Oh my gosh.
Yep, so anyways, back into this game though, ADYB, he's got a pretty good hand. I mean, he has that swipe combo with that Blood Mage Falanos, so that's very, very nice. He has the Raft as well. Ancient of Lore, look at this, all the minions being placed, and now that could actually be pretty scary because he could potentially lose everything here. He's actually going to end the turn, and that's going to be pretty unfortunate. I believe the swipe play is going to be coming out here with the Blood Mage Falanos, and that's going to be a lot of value. The only thing that is going to be left on the board right there is the Damage Golem, that 1/2 Voidwalker, and the 2/2 Defender of Argus. So, nevertheless, it's pretty good here. Is he? Oh, he didn't actually Blood Mage Falanos. Okay, that's pretty interesting. So, he does have another swipe, that's fine. So, wants to get a little bit of value there. He will be able to trade his 2/1 with the 1/2. After running himself into the shield bearer, so that should be pretty interesting, in my opinion. And oh wow, okay,
it's good. Okay, Katips is having some mic connection problem. He's gonna try and fix it. But yeah, we have a pretty exciting game here. It seems like whoever wins this is gonna have very good standing in his group stage. So it's pretty much all or nothing. And like you said, though, we have the irritating shield bearer.
Yep, I mean, Shield Bearer is just too strong. And look at that top deck though. Mortal Claw is going to deal with the 2/1 here. So that's pretty good for him as well. He can alternatively also play the Shattered Sun Cleric to buff it up. Run it into the 4/5. Play the Mortal Claw. And he will be able to trade with the 4/2. But unfortunately for him, that 2/1 Damage Golem will actually take a 3/2 here. So I think Adyb is looking pretty good right now. He's actually gonna go for his Ancient of Lore play.
I'm back.
Welcome back again.
Let's see if this is a little bit. Does that sound a little bit better?
It's still a little bit robotic-y. Maybe it'll get better over time, but let's just jump back into this game. Though.
Yeah, let's just jump back into it.
Yep. So it seems like the Harvest Golem plus the Voidwalker and the Shield Bearer is gonna come out again, and oh my god, ADYB is probably like, he's actually probably happy right now, because
not that shield bearer again. I hate that shield bearer.
Now he can do something really interesting here. He can not hero power. He can actually Wild Pyromancer, swipe hero power, swipe here if he wants to.
That would be a nice clear of the board, definitely.
Or essentially, he doesn't need to waste everything else. He can just Raft, which is also fine. Keeper of the Grove to silence the 2/3 and kill it off with the 5/5 and attack face with himself. And yeah, he's in a really good position right now.
ADYB very strong in that fast play, making sure to take out all of the threats, and now in a very good position.
Yeah, definitely. And I think Angeleyes though, he does have a couple of options at hand. He's gonna run the 2 into the 4/2 there, so a little bit of value there. Doomguard's gonna be the instant response. He's gonna lose both his cards there.
Ooh.
And
That
he's
hurts.
actually gonna trade with the Ancient of Lore. Interesting. What is he gonna tap into? So Angeleyes suddenly playing the control game rather than putting a little bit of aggro there. Is he gonna tap? Is he not gonna tap? He's actually gonna tap. He gets the Argent Commander, so that's actually a decent counter to his 2/4. But that's probably gonna die. Swipe to the face, actually, is it? Swipe to the face plus Moonfire. He wins the game. That's gonna be the first game for ADYB, sorry. And flawless victory there. Well, I didn't really say flawless because he's down by 5 life, but a really well played there. Victory there by ADYB. I mean, at least he's gonna be able to secure a win back after having a 2-0 loss against Unistar.
Yeah, that was a nice win for ADYB to have. It's good to get back in your feet, play control, play smart, get back into the mental state of playing control and dominating the game with good plays and good value.
Yeah, for sure. And it seems like this best out of 3, the first game is gonna be going to ADYB, so he's gonna be feeling pretty good. And jumping into the second game, though, what do you think? What do you think Angeleyes is gonna go for?
I think he's gonna go Druid matchup. Honestly, I think he's just gonna go Druid versus Druid.
All right. So if that's gonna be the case, it's gonna be a pretty interesting matchup for sure because both players are playing a very different variation of the Druid. Of course, the one coming out for Angeleyes is more or less the Watcher Druid there. So that could definitely prove to be pretty interesting here. One thing to note though, he's actually only running one Ancient Watcher and not two. Does that strike you as a very weird concept, or do you think it's fine?
Well, you can play. I've seen Druids run anywhere between one Drake, two Drakes, one Defender of Argus, two Defenders of Argus, one Ancient of War. We've seen two Ancients of War earlier from our earlier players. So it's really how your playstyle works. Some of them run Wild Pyromancer, some of them are Argent Commanders. So, and a Druid Watcher can still revolve around lesser of its pieces as long as you have a good you can remove Watchers to add in a Claw, or you can add it, you can put a Bite in there, so like a more offensive slant instead of just the normal Watchers.
All right.
That's the beauty of running a Druid. You have so many options, and archetype itself is based around options, or giving yourself options.
For sure. I mean, Druid is just one of the most viable and very extensive class to play. A lot of variations to play from the Druid class, so that's pretty interesting stuff. I'm just kind of waiting for the players to get into this game. I think there's a little bit of lag issue on their end. So again,
well, Angeleyes is from the Philippines. I'm not surprised.
Yeah. So again, guys, just wanna reiterate, we are leveraging on the connections of the players, so if you see any lag in the stream, that is not us, but we try to do our best to make it as flawless as possible of a viewing experience for you guys. So either ways, we're gonna be jumping into game number 2. ADYB 1-up against Angeleyes. Is he gonna make it a 2-0, or are we gonna see a 3-game series? Only time can tell. Go to Druid versus Druid.
Well, of the commentators running and calling out all these magnificent high plays, I'm going to be predicting this is going to go distance. We're going to see a lot of back and forth, and then ended by one of either a Cenarius or a Ragnarok.
Interesting. Okay.
I think this is going to be a between Malfurion and Malfurion.
Well, look at that golden Cenarius. Yeah. What did I say?
Golden Cenarius, golden antlers, baby.
Yeah, it's looking pretty awesome. Now, ADYB has a turn 2 play, innervate into the Ascension if he wants to. Angeleyes, alternatively, has a pretty decent hand, but not the best. Now, the Ascension Shield Master is going to be coming out here, and it's turn 2 for Angeleyes. Now, he can actually potentially have 5 mana here, so he's thinking, do I want to throw out an Azure Drake right now? Probably not, I think. What do you think?
Because Dingo can the hero power, so he gets the card draw of the Drake. He loses the minion just from better card, and he still gets the taunt. So next turn he would have to deal with the fact that there is the taunt on the board. Okay,
alright, so let's see what the play is going to be from Angeleyes here. Is really thinking pretty hard right now. What is he going to do? Angeleyes in a tough predicament. He's actually taking his time now. Let's reassess the situation a bit. Okay, so he's going to coin, and he's going to innervate, and he is in fact going to go for the Azure Drake, so it puts a solid 4/4 minion on the ground, and he can always hero power the next turn to trade for that free 5 on top of running his 4/4 in, but the problem with that is he will lose Azure.
Oh, he's 1 mana away from value Blood Mage Talonus in the wrap.
Yeah. Exactly.
It's unfortunate.
So here, what do you think he's going to do? Do you think he should run into it? And
I think he can run into it and then
heal it back up? No, actually run into it and then use the Wrath? What do you think? Run into it, Wrath for the card draw? Oh, he's actually going to heal it back up instead. Puts another C3 minion on the board. So that's pretty good.
I was expecting him to go into Wrath and then healing next turn.
Interesting. Well, at least this way now, Angeleyes would get a bit of value back. he is actually going to be running into the Irving Farseer. Wow, okay, so he's planning to kill that off with the Keeper of the Grove the next turn, I believe, and put a solid 2/4 minion on the board. Unfortunately for ADYB, he doesn't have a play, so he's definitely going to be losing his Irving Farseer here, without a doubt. But I think Angeleyes basically is going to be playing that Keeper of the Grove. I mean, there is no reason for him to actually attack and then 3/3 earlier on. So there we go. Moonfire gonna be applied to the 3/2 there. It's gonna go down, and now it's a pretty decent 2/4 minion on the ground right now.
So he's gonna go for value. Blood Mage into Wrath.
Yep, that's actually pretty good. But the thing is, his Blood Mage Palinus is gonna die in the next turn, and I think
can't be helped. He will get a card out of it, so that's the inherent value of Blood Mage Palinus. He's just, you get value out of 2 mana, you get an extra spell power, and now he has Ysera, so pretty good.
Thing is, he's not exactly ramping up to that point in time just yet. I believe he's gonna play. He's gonna play a Wild Pyromancer, Hero Power Up, and attack face, and end the turn. He hasn't gotten any of his swipes yet, so that's a little unfortunate. As for Angeleyes, though, his hand's looking pretty good already. He can taunt this up, which will make it even much more scarier, and then play the Yeti even for an even added more board advantage there.
Or he can also do silencing the Ancient Watcher and running it into Pyro. Take that out of the picture.
Interesting.
I think I like your play better. I think I want Yeti on the board and then just taunt them both up.
Yeah, well, Okay, so let's see what Angeleyes is gonna do. You might even just Argent Commander.
Yeah, that's pretty brain dead, pretty safe play. So let's go for it.
To be honest, wouldn't you have liked it to just play the Sunfear Protector on the 4/5 and then the Yeti after that?
Yeah, that's. Now you have a turn board with no shield. Well, you can get value out of. Still do Commander into Lore and then do 2 damage with Hero of the Grove. And then you can put a Yeti down.
Or do you think you can? Let's see here.
Well, yeah, let's go for face, yeah.
Okay, so he's gonna go for face instead. Alright, so 4/2 gonna go for face, just gonna ignore the 5/5. He's probably even gonna play the Yeti here, because I think he should. Or maybe even the Druid of Claw. It's not as bad. But it will probably die to things like Wrath plus the 5/5, so he needs to be a little bit careful. He does, however, still go for the play. Now, Starfall actually comes up here for ADYB. The question is...
And also notice, nice little golden Sylvanas hiding back. So if Angeleyes overcommits with his minions, just that Sylvanas, and then take it away. We see what happens there.
Okay, so... so...
We can see a Sylvanas, throw her stuff against something that is damage.
The thing is, Sylvanas... The thing is, Sylvanas can't be attacking this turn, can he?
Yeah. So that's like a 2-turn play, but this is a pretty good play.
Oh, there we go. Yep, Defender of Argus. That's pretty decent for sure. That removes the threat on the board. There is still that 4/5 now that can attack, so that is pretty much all right. Although the 4/2 can still attack the Harvest Golem there. That's probably gonna come back as the damage Harvest Golem though. And 2/3 will trade effectively with 6/2. Yeah.
Do you notice what's happening right now? We are getting a slugfest that we asked for. The reason we're so not sure about what play to call is because they're just kind of swinging at each other, putting down a big minion, down a taunt, throwing themselves at each other. So we are getting that fight, the heavyweight fight that we were expecting. And
definitely
in the hands, you can see we have an Ysera, we have a Sylvanas, we have a Scenario. So this could end in the prediction that I said earlier.
Yeah, but I mean it's just looking pretty damn crazy. Like it's so amazing because like it's going either ways. Okay, so actually you see right there, he runs his what was that? He ran the Archer's Commander into the 3/4, swipe the face, swipe the target there, killed everything else, plays the Yeti, and now he's able to have a pretty good board himself. Now ADYB is in a pretty tough spot because how is he going to deal with this? He can potentially Starfall the Yeti, but I don't think he wants to. He's actually going to go ahead.
Buy, yeah. He's just going to buy some time. Yeah.
So that's a 5-8, so that's still very, very good. And it's not that bad.
And Isara is coming next turn, so it's still definitely swinging in his favor.
It's gonna be pretty awesome. I mean, next turn we're probably gonna see is like Starfall plus Azure Drake is pretty good. Does 3 damage to everything. Same goes for Azure Drake Starfall into 6 damage to 1 minion, although it's not necessary. But I think definitely Starfall plus Azure Drake will clear everything on the board at the same time trading with the 2/2s there. So
yeah, that's a pretty strong play. And leaving scenarios to the 5/8 beefy minion on the board.
Well, let's see what he decides to go for, because if Angeleyes is not able to get rid of taunts, he already has Savage Trees combo, but he can't play it just yet.
I think he can use Yeti to take out one of the trees. He can use. How do you feel about him using a Keeper of the Grove to take out the other one, to have a 2/4 on the board?
I guess it's not that bad, to be honest.
He chooses. Oh, there you go. He chooses to use leaving the beefy Yeti on the board.
Yeah, but the thing is, that's gonna be a huge problem for him because now he's going to Azure Drake Starfall, I believe. Might not
be massive value.
He might not even do that. He might just Starfall the 4/5, run his 5/8 into the 4/5.
You could do that.
Let's see, what's a pretty decent play?
Oh, here comes Sylvanas. Wow, wasn't expecting that one.
Oh yeah.
So now we have gigantic value creatures on the board.
And
but
there we go. That's game. Savage Raw
game.
Force of Nature combination. That is pretty sick plays right there. Unfortunately, are we really gonna see a game 3? ADYB. I mean a 2-0 or a game 3?
Wow.
Come on, Angeleyes. I think Angeleyes should know right now he has lethal. Does he have lethal? How much damage is it? 14? Yeah, he definitely has more than enough to kill him. Yep, there we go. 6. Oh, there we go. He's gonna run in with the 4s first. So 4, 8, 12.
Of course, and with a value Yeti.
And with a value
Yeti. End with value Yeti.
Yeah, get the BM. Gets -4 damage in, and that's a really good win there for Angeleyes. So he's actually gonna take it to a 3-game series, and Angeleyes, man, he's currently the top in the group so far, up with 4 points. And ADYB, man, he should have actually just won that game there if he wanted any chance wanted the better chance going into this best out of 3. So unfortunately, it's going to be until a game 3. Hopefully ADYB will be able to come back into this. And what do you think ADYB will be playing here to round up this best out of 3 series?
I think he has, I believe he does have a Priest. That would be an interesting matchup against Druid. Priest is very, very annoying against Druid because you can just steal all of his big threats, and if you get some value creatures very early on with Thought Steal and all of those other cards, then it becomes very, very annoying for Priest, and he has to deal with the 5/5s or anything over 4 attack. So would be an interesting match. And remember, all that Angeleyes still is onto an aggro paladin at the end of this. So it's the best of 3. Sorry, my bad. So I think Priest would be a good matchup against Druid. To be honest,
Okay, I think we lost you there for a second, but yeah, okay, so going with the Priest, I think I definitely agree with you in that regard there for sure. I mean, Priest as well, a very, very good option against the Druid. Like, Well, maybe not the best, since there is one thing that gets to me, and that is the fact that a lot of the druid minions are at that sweet zone where priests just cannot deal with it.
And even the neutrals, Azure Dre, Yeti, Watcher, they're all 4 health. I mean, they're all 4 attack, which puts them in that priest.
So maybe in that kind of regard, wouldn't you say that his warrior would do a little bit better here?
Yeah.
I
His mindset is going into the next game.
Yeah, I'm not too sure either. We'll just have to wait and see though. But this is gonna be game number 3 though. Angeleyes versus Adyb, guys. The best out of 3. We are here at the final match. Not the final for the day, but the final match for sure between this best out of 3 series between these two players. And it's gonna be a 1 apiece. So this is the ace match right now. Angeleyes versus Adyb. It's gonna be that priest, like you mentioned, against the druid. So hopefully it's gonna go in favor for Adyb, but it's pretty hard to say because Angeleyes, man, and the way that druid works, a lot of sweet spot zone heroes. I mean cards.
Yep. But there's still the chance. There is the chance that Adyb will all of the nice cards, get the proper value out of his shadow words, get the proper value from his thought steals. So it could, remember, a legend player. We had a legend priest, number 1 legend druids against handlocks, against control warriors. So there is a big chance still for priest to do well in this matchup.
Alright, for sure. So anyways, seems like this game not the best starting hand at all for Adyb, and I think he's probably gonna heal here and end the turn. He might even decide just to play the Crazy Alchemist, but never mind. He's gonna go with the heal here. And Angeleyes.
That's a legacy card from when Nat was running rampant in the early turns. He just Crazy Alchemist him to kill him off.
Yes, for sure. And
but
right
on the shield
now,
there.
Yeah.
There.
So Senjin is going to be coming out here. That's really good. That deals with that 2-free. He can always use his Cabal Shadow Priest to deal with that 2-free there if Angeleyes decides to save it. Right now, I believe we're going to see Value Yeti coming out here. Or what do you think?
Value Yeti, I think, is a good play. He doesn't with the other options to effectively deal with this, at least. This one brings him down to 3 health. If he attacks with a... Oh, he didn't. Okay. I thought he would attack the Harvest Golem against it.
Yeah, let's see here. Okay, so he's got a Power Shield. Interesting.
3/7. That's pretty annoying.
So this will deal with the Harvest Golem, and he's going to be able to heal it back up.
That's right. Getting a lot of value out of Tazdingo. Tazdingo showing his worth back in the current meta. Aggro decks against a lot of early game pressure.
It's too bad that Cabal Shadow Priest doesn't steal minions under what do you call this? Free.
Under
life or less.
Yeah,
So
that's right. Ooh, going for the silence. Stop Tazdingo in his tracks and just going for the face. That's pretty good.
it's pretty decent for sure. Now he can deal with it though. Crazy Alchemist. What is he thinking? So he's gonna Crazy Alchemist and then Shadow Word Death. 3/5 to the 2/1, leaving the 2/4 on the board, and that actually sets him up for a pretty decent board right now. So pretty good play there by the Alchemist to get rid of that Yeti. Very nice.
Keeper of the Girl probably gonna kill off that Crazy Alchemist in revenge. And, ooh, to clear the board. You gonna go for it? Yep.
So there we go. Board is going to be completely clear. He's actually going to end his turn. Cabal Shadow Priest though, going to steal the 4/2, but that's about it. Like, what is it really? It's not going to do as much. Well, at least it's going to be able to trade effectively with.
Ooh, nice.
Oh.
Top tech of swipe. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, but that's swipe, man. That's very
Swipe. Frankenheeb. Swipe.
good. Is he going to
Thinking about it, he could use Innervate and also Argent and no, sorry, that's bad play. Never mind.
Yeah, I was like, huh? Well, let's see. I guess he could. Do you think he should even just defend of Argus here, kill off the 2/2?
You probably could.
Or
Hmm.
kind of questionable.
The values for attack and defense are kind of weird right now. It's like you're not getting the maximum optimal stuff that you'd want.
Well, I guess for ADYB he does have a circle of healing, so that's still pretty good for him. So he can always heal back his minions to full if he wants. I think here he's probably going to Defend of Argus. Probably Power Word Shield his Keeper of the Grove. And then run that in and then Circle of Healing. Yep, I think that's the play that's gonna happen here. Circle of Healing. And
as
there
you
we
said
go.
earlier, ADYB with a lot of dead cards in hand because he can't use them against these four attack creatures. He's not able to kill them off as much as he likes.
But he's in a pretty good position so far because he set up two huge minions on the board already, and right now Angeleyes doesn't really have a way to deal with it. He can swipe, but again he doesn't have that spell power, so swipe here will not even kill anything except for the 2/3 if he decides to do 4.
That's
so
right.
So
7, 9, 10. He can with Argent Commander innervate into swipe to get more value out of that.
Probably. Let's see here. Still very questionable in my opinion. I think here he definitely needs to use swipe though. Oh, he's actually gonna go for the Argent Commander and innervate into. Oh, okay. So innervate into the Defender of Argus. Run it into the 3/5 and 5/3 to the 2/6 maybe, or maybe later. 5/3 to the 3/5 for sure. Oh, actually no, he's gonna do it to the 1 there. He's gonna trade the shield there for the 3/5, which I guess is also fine because swipe here is gonna get a little bit more value. But
Yep.
what does Angeleyes do? I mean, sorry, ADYB do? He's actually gonna go ahead and use the Power Word Death, which is a very good card, and he can alternatively also Power Pain here. That's also very very nice.
Yep. Clear the board, get the Shadow Word Pain on the last 2/3, and then start healing up his Cabal and wreaking havoc. I'll have the chance.
Or he could always, actually, to be honest, he could have also just Cabal the 2/3, but I guess he can do that later on. So he's just gonna go ahead and Shadow Word Death Paint it and run into face there for 7 damage. So I guess that is fine. It puts a lot of pressure and emphasis onto Angeleyes' next few turns. Although Angeleyes can swipe here and clear the board, so that's probably what he's gonna do instantly. There we go, instant swipe, hero power, and attack to the face. Now the priest is down.
We're back to a neutral board.
Yep, but he is probably gonna be in a much more better position because he has a lot of options here.
Ooh, nice. He has a in hand right now. He has Tazdingo, he has Harvest Golem, he can put that to heal himself. Use it to heal himself instead. Next turn, he can play both Cairn and a Yeti, so it's a pretty good hand for him right now.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, he's controlling the board very, very nicely. Angeleyes doesn't really have much of an option to come back to this dim. I mean, if he really wanted to, he could force out the illustration from himself.
Wait a minute. Did I just call last game ending with a scenarios in play, and now we're calling Priest as a good counter to Druid? Ooh.
Oh man, that's crazy. Okay, so he's gonna go ahead and use the Force of Nature here. He knows that he has to do it, so Raph is probably gonna come out to deal with the 3/5. Yes, no, maybe.
What about Angeleyes' hand at the moment? How is it looking for him for the next few turns?
Like, I feel like right now the only way for him to get back into this is to Raph the 3/5, run one of the trees into it, and then the other three into the 2 free and hero into it.
Yep. Recover the Wrath, like you said. And then, and these two. This is harvest value hard at work right here. He had to spend so much resources and take some damage to, and still, 2 cards. So Angeleyes down to 2 cards. And now he can Thought Steal. Maybe he can get lucky. That is very lucky.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Okay, he gets the Savage Roar. Ancient Teaching is gonna come out. He's gonna go for card draw here, I believe. Yeah, Wild Pyromancer on top of Northshire Cleric. So I guess it's fine. Ending his turn. Now Angel Eyes, unfortunately for him, he doesn't have much of a play. But he does have his own Ancient of Lore. So Ancient of Lore for Ancient of Lore. This is pretty hilarious, man. And it seems like he's gonna be getting, what cards is he gonna be getting? It's a little bit lag on my end here, so I can't really see what's happening. I actually see him here powering up and attacking face. What does he get? He gets...
I'd also just like to point out, since he used the Golden Thought Steal, he now has Golden Ancient Dragon. Pretty sweet deal out of a Golden Thought Steal.
Yeah, for sure. So, the Ancients are gonna trade.
Yeah.
And I think I think we're gonna be seeing some fried trees soon, because ADYB is applying a lot of pressure right now.
A lot of beefy pressure. That's technically 3 Yeti on board at the moment, and if I can put down a and then Savage Roar, and that's pretty much GG.
Okay, let's see what's gonna happen. Are we going to see some sort of crazy play here? Now, okay, in your opinion, do you think he should just Starfall the 4/5 and kill it off instantly?
It's an option. At least it stops the bleeding of 4 damage, additional 4 damage every turn. Chooses to play his own Yeti. Taunt it up.
So he's gonna taunt up both a Sunwalker, Sunfear Protector, and a Shoma Yeti. Huh, interesting. So, and ends the turn. Unfortunately for him, he does have a play, I think. Let's see here. Okay, he can effectively deal with both minions on the board with Holy Nova. So I think he should probably
Pyro Holy Nova or Holy Nova?
No,
Holy Nova. Okay,
I think Pyro Holy Nova is not bad. Pyro Holy Nova is not bad, because it will kill off everything on the board. I mean, it will kill off the 2/3. Plus, at the same time, if he plays the Northshire, he'll be able to draw cards. Oh, he should actually Northshire here. He didn't draw cards, okay.
Yes, Northshire. No. Oh well, he's gonna play Northshire and then heal the Yeti, I think.
Yeah. So Northshire. Just to make sure it doesn't take the damage. That's true. That's fine as well. So Northshire maybe, and then heal the Yeti.
Yeah, or Karen. Either way, both of them are Yeti.
Keep the Golden Legendary. It looks so much more better.
Keep the Golden Legendary.
Well, actually, I think I would heal the Yeti for fear of things like Wrath. Because I'm pretty sure if he wants to swipe, he probably is gonna swipe the 4/4.
Sure. Yeah.
Alright, so Angel Eyes though now doesn't have much of a play here. He can Starfall. He can Wrath as well. What is his thought right now?
Masters and ADYB's hand. Do you think those are going to come into play very soon?
Probably. Could be a possibility. If
well, definitely not right now.
Yeah, if he gets a circle of healing though, we're definitely gonna see 2 Injured Blade Masters coming out. So Starfall is gonna happen here. Wrath is going to affect the Yeti, so Yeti is gonna die. There is still 2 minions on the board. He's probably make sure to kill off the the 1/1. Make sure not to allow him any more card draw. Unfortunately for him, there is still pretty decent.
Vulcanized Soul Priest.
Yeah. I think play both the Injured Blade Masters.
Yeah.
Oh, it's actually gonna go for Vulcanized Soul Priest. Okay, I guess that's pretty alright. So that he can.
He just wants the extra removal just in case.
Yeah, exactly. He can start lasering him down with pew pew lasers. It's pretty good. What is the card he gets? So it gets another Ancient of Lore here. So Ancient of Lore is probably gonna save his life. He's probably gonna go for card draw, I believe, rather than the heal. Or do you think he should go for the heal?
I think he should go for the heal. He's not. It doesn't look like he has lethal yet. So.
But if he does go for the heal though, he goes for the card draw. So can't see what cards he's getting because it's so damn nice. Okay,
I just realized he had lethal. If the Farseer didn't if he didn't play the Far, oh well. I think he has lethal now.
Really? Who is that you're talking about? Oh, you're talking about Adyb. Yeah. Adyb does have lethal, I think. If he didn't.
Well, he didn't play.
No, actually, no. Would he?
If the Farseer didn't come out, he could have done Savage Roar for a total of 19.
Oh, and Alchemist.
And then Hero Power for 2.
19 and Hero Power for 2? Oh yes, yeah, he would have.
Because he had the Cabal and the Shadow Priest in play.
Unfortunately for him, that's not gonna happen though. But we're definitely gonna see a dead Druid here this turn.
Yeah.
If doesn't clear the
comes.
He's gonna Keeper of the Grove on the 3/2, I believe. But little does he know, it's not gonna save him. There's 8 damage on the board plus the. Wait, actually, is he still alive? Savage Force still to kill him.
That's it. That's for 14.
It's 14. Okay, yeah, okay. Right, there we go. My math is bad.
You and me both.
Yep, exactly. 12 and 2. And that's 14. There we go.
He gets the shame of getting killed by Anduin himself. Oh
man. It's kind of hilarious. We see a priest that's attacking. So that's actually gonna rack up this best out of 3 at 80 YB, man. He's gotta be feeling pretty happy because he won 2-1 against the Angel Eyes here. So Angel Eyes, man, getting another loss there.
We called it. Priest matching the right cards. Commentator's curse for a night. Yeah. That's pretty.
It really is, man. Caster's curse for sure. ADYB bringing the best of the priests and being able to get back into it. So guys, stay tuned, man. We've got our last and final best out of 3 series coming up after this, and that, my friends, that's a good one. It's gonna be Moisa versus Yonistar. So don't go anywhere and stay tuned. We'll be right back.